All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. Coconut and Peanut welcome you. We're in my in-laws truck. This is a 2010 GMC Sierra with a LC9. You guys have seen it on the channel occasionally. This poor thing gets kicked around a lot, and it has like 1 billion miles on it. 262,000. This is an LC9 5.3. It's a half ton. I put an LM7 cam in it years ago when my brother-in-law drove it to failure shortly after. He actually failed the cam probably before the warranty was up and then just left it parked and didn't tell anybody. My nephew smoked a converter in it about 140,000 miles ago. And then my sister-in-law drove it for a while and left it sitting on all flat tires and blew the radiator hose off from the quick connect underneath the hood. But today I want to show you guys how these newer trucks in the GMT 900 in the poverty government motors era, they don't use an inline fuel sensor like the Gen 3 trucks do or like the Gen 5 trucks do. They use what's called a virtual content sensor. So if you look here at my HP tuner scanner, it's sensing 68.6% ethanol content. And just to get to the point of the video and keep it kind of brief, it's because the long-term fuel trim, see how out of whack they are? There's a vacuum leak, air leak, manifold bolts are busted. I don't really know. I got to dig into it, and I'll show you guys what I come up with. But because it's sucking air, it's running lean, or it thinks it's running lean, and so it thinks it has a bunch of content in it, ethanol content, so it's commanding more fuel. And what that does is, when in the morning time, I drove this home last night. In the morning time, when I came out and I got in it for the first time, it started real hard. Like it didn't have enough fuel. I had to cycle the key and give it a little gas, and and now it's running okay. I don't know if you can hear. I can hear that there's an exhaust leak right now. So I'm going to dig into this. I messed with it quite a bit yesterday. I pulled the throttle body and the mass airflow sensor and cleaned those. And I didn't bother hooking it up to the scanner, but when I still had the same problems today, I thought I better get the scanner on it and start collecting some data. So virtual content sensor, that was a thing during bailout era, which the comments on my shorts tell me the best goddamn trucks government ever built. But I'll be back. I'll show you what we find. There's something wrong here. It may be a failed intake gasket. It may be loose intake bolts. It may be a busted manifold bolt, but air is getting into this thing probably, or it's a leaky injector. I don't know. We'll be back. So shockingly, even with all the miles, all of the bolts are present. Hard to see, but trust me, it's there. None of them are broke. The manifolds don't appear to be cracked. I just checked all the intake bolts. They're all nice and tight. So on this, it could be an exhaust leak before the O2 sensors. It could be the O2 sensors themselves. For what this thing does, which is sit in front of the pole barn down at the lake 99% of the time, I'm just going to put it back together and tell them it starts hard in the morning sometimes and just don't worry about it. I actually had to bring you guys back because when I picked up this, horn deal, air intake, right there on the right hand side, that was rolled completely inside the clamp and may not have been on the throttle body for all I know. I'm primarily the person that works on this, so it might have been me that did it. I don't know, but I'm gonna straighten it out, and maybe that was the problem. I don't know. So that is on there right now. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the battery, turn the headlights on, wait 10 minutes to reset the PCM, and that should zero everything out. We'll turn the scanner back on and see if it helped. I'll bring you guys back. All right, it's been a few minutes. Let's see if that made any kind of difference at all. I like that to me, the scanner button, it's always looked like a stop button to me, but nope, we're still right there. Started easy. Fuel trims are all still at 0. Oh, they're going negative. This probably has multiple exhaust leaks, like I said, and I'm going to leave it at that. But if you could find the leak and fix the problem, if you cared enough to do so, that would be how. But that's the main clue right there, that you have something going on, is that ethanol content sensor. Virtual content. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. 2 little dogs home, and move on to my Toyota. Get a tire on this thing. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Driveway Engineer.